Dig the Abbey 2011 took place over 5 weeks of the summer holiday. This was done to ensure that volunteers of all ages could take part. In all, 5 trenches were opened. A trench is a long, thin strip of ground over a predetermined area, which is dug out to a depth of around 1 metre. The sites were chosen from the geophysical data which highlighted where Abbey buildings were likely to have been. There was a theory about the layout of the Abbey, and this dig was designed to help support or disprove that theory. So, on a beautiful Monday morning, the Northamptonshire archaeology team and a group of willing volunteers set up camp in the stables, adjacent to Area A. Dig the Abbey 2011 had begun. The first trench was Trench 4, situated in the current garden, and thought to be over the inner and outer walls of the cloister. It did indeed reveal walls that could have been the cloister. A site designated as Area A was cleared of grass and brambles prior to the dig and became the second to be opened. This was not a trench, but a large area of land on the western edge of the site. Area A was thought to have held additional Abbey buildings, possibly covering several time periods. Walls and floors were quickly revealed, along with this beautifully preserved medieval drain. A fireplace and evidence of buildings from the medieval period were discovered. This building would have been made of stone, whilst another from the Tudor period would have been timber framed. As these buildings were not aligned, it was clear that the builders of the timber building didn't know about the stone building, or they would have used its substantial foundations for their own. 2 trenches were dug in the field next to the garden. Trench 2 was looking for the wall of the chapter house, but seemed to have found the eastern wall of the cloister. Further excavation showed that the chapter house was probably connected to the eastern wall of the cloister. Trench 3 was in the same field as Trench 2, and the discovery of 2 burials, one male, the other female, confirmed that the Abbey infirmary had probably been sited here. The final trench was Trench 1, which was dug in the area known as the Mound, which lies in the churchyard to the east of the tower. There are many legends surrounding it. Is it where the nuns buried their treasure when they left the Abbey? Or the burial place of Boudica? A trench revealed that in all likelihood it was a spoil heap, created when the Abbey was demolished after the dissolution. Dig the Abbey 2011 was very successful. It answered a lot of questions, but posed many more. It was clear that more archaeology was needed.